Here's what we got on tap for today's show. The Myles Garrett injury news from the Pro Bowl. We're going to get to that and the latest updates surrounding it. Plus, could Cleveland go out and sign Keenan Allen if the Chargers move on from the veteran wide receiver? And then our good friend Joe Woods, he landed a job down in New Orleans. So we'll end the show with that. All that and more coming up right now. It is officially time to really start campaigning to cancel the Pro Bowl. Mostly because of the Myles Garrett injury news, but if you watched it, which I did on my flight, what an awful way to spend some time on a locked small cabin is listening and watching the Pro Bowl because it was very awkward. But Myles Garrett suffered a dislocated toe during the Pro Bowl game, so we've got some injury news in the offseason. When the offseason is supposed to be a time where our favorite athletes, we treat them like they're video game characters and their health just restores back to 100 and they're ready to go week one. So Cameron Justice tweeted out that Myles Garrett suffered a dislocated toe at the Pro Bowl games. X-rays were negative. Now, we don't have many big updates stemming from it because there's no Browns press conference today, right? We're in the off season. So we're somewhat at the mercy of Myles Garrett just telling local reporters what the latest is on his toe. It's February. For week one is until September. This shouldn't be something that really bothers people or keeps people up at night in terms of how serious this could be, but it just sucks, right? You don't want to see someone get hurt during the Pro Bowl. That's just not good, especially for a guy like Myles Garrett who really needed this offseason to rehab after having a pretty big car accident back in October. It's probably just a little setback, but still a bummer. At the end of the day, the number I'm thinking about, the Browns report stat of the day, 223. NFL Week 1 is 223 days away. Bubble wrap Myles Garrett until then. I am not going to sit by and watch him get another injury in meaningless offseason activities, kind of like last year when Denzel Ward started the training camp on the PUP list because he suffered an injury on the last day of OTA. So I understand off-season activities are important, but at the same time, if that means our guys get hurt during the Pro Bowl, yeah, I will get the picket fence line out and say cancel the Pro Bowl because I'm tired of seeing players get hurt. So before we get to the rest of the show here, I want to give a quick shout out to the big man. A super thanks we got here on the channel. The big man said, I love this channel and have been subscribed for a few months now and can't get enough. And most of all, go Browns. It's actually pretty good timing. Thank you very much, big man, for the super thanks, because today we came into work and our bosses said, hey, everyone go out there and ask on your channels, how likely are your viewers to recommend this show to other fans of that team? So I'm expecting a 10. Maybe I'm getting greedy from the big man, but let me know. How likely are you to recommend the Browns Report to other Browns fans and whatnot? 8, 9, or 10? If you're in that range, really appreciate you for being a diehard here at the channel. Make sure to send the link to other Browns fans. But if you're a 7 or below, please let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see us improve on so we can get you closer to that 10 range here. Now let's shift gears and talk about Keenan Allen, because Dawg tweeted out today that the Chargers star Keenan Allen and tight end Gerald Everett are most likely cuts for the team per Daniel Popper, who is their athletic beat reporter. Chargers can save $14.8 million in cap space by releasing Allen and $4.25 by cutting Everett. I don't care about Gerald Everett too much, but I do care about Keenan Allen because when you look at his stats over the last 4 seasons, before this year, which he missed 7 games, still put up 752 yards, he was 3 straight seasons of essentially 1,000-yard plus play, just 8 yards away in 2020, 8 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns. He has been one of the consistently most underrated players in football, and I don't think anyone's going to really push back on that too hard. So before we talk about the Browns possibly signing or even trading for Keenan Allen, today's Browns Report, though, is sponsored by Athletic Greens. Now, I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. You can get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Now, I recently gave AG1 a try because I hated taking pills and vitamins and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. It really helps with starting my day on the right foot and then getting into a healthier lifestyle. I start the day with making one great choice, which is AG1, and more healthy decisions then follow. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. All I do is just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water, drink it first thing each morning, and boom, it's done. And I love that it costs less than $3 a day, which is pretty good if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality source ingredients, so win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. I've got that link for everyone in the comments and the description of today's show. So give Athletic Greens a shot. Like I said, athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Getting back to our regularly scheduled programming now. Let's talk about trading or signing Keenan Allen. And first, let's hop in a time machine here, because I remember the last time a big-name receiver was rumored to be cut as a cap casualty, a certain GM in Northeast Ohio swooped in and picked him up. Last year, Amari Cooper, the trade of the century for the Browns, if you ask me, because all it cost him was basically a 5th-round pick, a 6th-round pick swap when the Browns went from 193 to 203, so they fell back 10 spots. So it makes you wonder, though. We have a similar-esque blueprint here of the Chargers are rumored or likely to release their really good player because of a cap casualty. Maybe Andrew Berry decides, I don't want to test him out in free agency. I don't want to wait till then. I'll just swoop in and trade right now. So here's my trade idea. Keenan Allen for a 5th. Keenan Allen's better than a 5th-round pick, but he is 30 years old. He does come with a $14, $15 million base salary. So it's going to be a bit of a hefty blow to some books, no doubt about it, which is why I think, kind of like Amari Cooper, you could get him for pennies on the dollar, okay? And now imagine an offense with Deshaun Watson at quarterback, hands it off to Nick Chubb. No, it's play action. He's got Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, or David Njoku to throw to down the field. Tell me that's not a wide receiver room that gets you jazzed up with Donovan Peoples-Jones coming off the bench. In 2022, Keenan Allen versus Amari Cooper. I mean, if this is the Browns receiver room next year, just sign me up. I don't care what color ink it's in. Blue, black, green, pink. I'm all in on the idea of trading for Keenan Allen and pairing him with Amari Cooper because he's not going to cost as much as, say, DeAndre Hopkins would. And if you do have to go to free agency for a receiver, there's not many good options out there. And I think Keenan Allen, if you can get him for a 5th-round pick and a bargain and a steal like Amari Cooper was last year, what's not to be excited about here? So I want to hear from all of you watching right now, though. Should the Browns go out and pursue Keenan Allen? Let me know yes or no, whether it's in the trade market, whether it's in free agency. I just want to know if you believe Cleveland should go out and get after Keenan Allen here. I think I made my point quite clear, but I'll say it again for the people in the back. If Keenan Allen gets cut by the Chargers, yeah, I'm in. I'm more in on trading for him because it's going to cost you, well, money-wise, here's the thing. If he goes to free agency, you're at a bidding between all 31 other NFL teams, 30 other teams excluding the Chargers. So there, Keenan Allen might not pick Cleveland. But if you trade for him, kind of like Amari Cooper, he's yours. If you hit the free agency market, he might turn down the Browns' offer and go elsewhere. Now, if I had to project what Keenan Allen would go for in free agency if he is cut by the Chargers, 30 years old, I think he probably is good for a 3-year contract. Probably just going to be 2 years with all the guaranteed money. $45 million total. That's an average of $15 million a season. At his age, that might be what he's good for. So that's great, and that's probably going to be a little bit cheaper than trading for him in terms of what you'd owe him and giving up a draft pick. But then you also risk him not picking the Browns in free agency. So there is that. And we all know Cleveland does not have a long list of Grand Slam free agent signings. Now, if you have not subscribed yet to the channel, Here's 3 reasons why you should. 1, we're going to have constant free agency buzz like today. Anytime some rumors or inklings or breadcrumbs come out, we're going to keep you guys informed with the latest Browns news and rumors. Plus, everything here at the channel is completely free. We do live shows every single Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern. Plus, all of our on-demand videos here at the channel are free as well. To wrap up the show, I want to talk about our ex-defensive coordinator, Joe Woods. I'm not keeping tabs on X's, but the New Orleans Saints are expected to name Joe Woods their defensive coordinator. Woods was the Browns DC, as we know, as Jeremy Fowler points out, from 2020 to 2022, and he's going to reunite with Saints head coach Dennis Allen. Now, the good news for Saints fans, as I make eye contact with our Saints Now host, Trace Gerard here, is that Joe Woods, he won't be the play caller in the Big Easy, okay? Nick Underhill points this out. The Saints will run Dennis Allen's scheme. Allen will call the plays and ultimately be responsible for the defense. Joe Woods will be Allen's top assistant and will likely help out with the defensive backs, which has been his position of expertise over the years. So, got any Saints fans checking in going, hey, what do we have to know about this Joe Woods guy? Well, just be happy he's not your play caller. And if you start, screaming out, stop running zone in the middle of nightmares, well, call Browns fans. We can tell you why. I appreciate everyone who tuned in and made us a part of your day. If you haven't already, hit me up on Twitter, @MatthewPD. I'm always tweeting about the Browns. People often tweet me their mock drafts, and I love replying to them. So if that's something you want to get some feedback on, hit me up, @MatthewPD.